Let's get straight to it. On Instagram, no one wants to see what you had for breakfast. No one wants to see you ordered a coffee. And no one wants to see that you went for that walk. Yep, no one wants to see that stuff. And here's why. Brand storytelling is a strategy. It's not about posting random photos from your life and calling it a day. You've probably been posting a lot of stuff about promoting your products or services and you're not getting the engagement, right? So you post a photo of your breakfast or a coffee or you at the beach, but that was a flop too. Why was it a flop? Because when you post inconsistently about random stuff in your life, your followers don't really know why they're following you and don't really get the whole brand story that you're presenting. Hi, I'm Emiley and I am a copywriter and social media strategist, and I'm completely obsessed with brand storytelling. So I love helping small business owners or solopreneurs just like you understand what their brand story is and helping them share it with their community to get more engagement, more follows, and more sales. So if you're keen to just dive straight in, then download my free brand storytelling guide via the link in my description below. It's full of 10 brand storytelling ideas as well as 30 caption starters, so you never have to feel like you don't know what to say again. So this is part 2 of a 3-part video series on brand story template, which is the strategy that I teach in my Instagram brand builder course. So if you'd like some more info on that, there's a link below, but make sure you subscribe so you can be notified when video 3 goes out next week. But if you're watching this after the fact, then that one's up there right now. I get it, you're feeling stuck for what to say on Instagram. You have so many ideas and so much content you could be talking about, but how do you narrow it down and make a consistent brand story on your feed? Well, in this video, I'll be sharing 4 ideas for content pillars or topic clusters that you can be using in your brand storytelling strategy. So I recommend you stick to just 4, so you could either use mine or you could come up with your own. Topic cluster 1 is about me. So as the line between professional and personal begins to blur, especially on Instagram, there's more demand for knowing more about you as a business owner, which is such a great strategy because a lot of the big brands aren't doing this. So if you're a solopreneur or small business, you can get a one-up on these guys by actually sharing who you are. And there's a really great way to do this. So one of my favorite brands that do this really well is Emma Kate & Co. And I particularly like this post. I'll just scroll down and find it. This one here, where she talks about herself, basically. So, hello, I'm Emma. So she basically just gives you a little spiel about herself, and yeah, which is lovely. It's a great photo. It ties in really well with her brand. Her brand, while it is her name, it's not really that much about her. It's more about her planners, but it looks perfect. It looks great, and it's a really nice little storytelling technique. So I highly recommend you try and do these once a week. So it doesn't have to be as literal as this example, but it could be more about what's your favorite food, where do you like to go on holidays, where's your dream location, who's in your family, your dog, your favorite thing to do on the weekend, what do you hate to do on the weekend? All those little tidbits that make people actually connect and understand who you are. So topic cluster 2 is to educate. So basically this is all about sharing anything about your industry or how to use your product or how to, get a one-up within your service. It's about giving content of value and actually giving that for free. By giving so much, people are actually going to start following and noticing when your posts come up that you offer great value. So some ideas could be tutorials, tips, strategies, mythbusters, recipes. So I personally really love what Glossier has done around educating people on their product. So while yes, this is totally a post about their products, it's also giving you a little insight into, oh, actually, that makes so much sense. So basically saying if you're using benzoyl peroxide, that which is for zits or acne, that yeah, you can use the zit stick, but you should be using sunscreen too, which is such a really great combination that then will make people go, oh, I need the zit stick and I need the sunscreen, which is awesome, right? Topic cluster 3 is to promote. So obviously you've created this Instagram account for a reason, and that's to promote your products and services. But there's a way to do it that doesn't sound salesy, because it's about really sharing the why people should be buying from you, and how you're going to make a difference in their lives. So a really great example of this is Airbnb. So basically they sell experiences now. So in doing so, they actually tell a bit of a story about who created this experience, rather than just saying you could go horse riding on a beach, go through our experiences to book it. They've actually told you about who the person is that created it, which I think is really cool and a really nice way to promote without sounding salesy. Topic 4 is your customers. So if you've watched any of my videos before, you would know that I'm a big fan of user-generated content, because not only is this an amazing way to get free content for your account, it's also a really nice way to obviously promote that these people have used your stuff, but also a nice way of giving back, because you're actually sharing the photos that they've taken and posted on their account with your audience, which is kind of cool. An account that does this really well is Adobe. So basically they, all their photos are curated from their users, and they just add like a nice little tagline and use their photos, which I think is fantastic, because it shows a real variety of photos, and it's obviously promoting their editing software, but it's a great feed, it's free content, they don't have to spend any time creating it, they just curate it from their users. And obviously they've got a hashtag, which is a really nice way for them to actually find their content. I hope that going through these 4 topic clusters and providing you some examples has really given you a bit of inspiration, and now your mind is ticking over and buzzing with the types of content pillars or topic clusters you would like to produce. So I really recommend sticking with 4. You can use the ones that I've provided here, or you could come up with your own, but get really clear on what these topic clusters look like so you can create content that's consistent. So I'd love you to comment below if you'd like to share what is the content cluster you're really excited to dive into. So if you're totally stuck, make sure you download my free brand storytelling guide, which goes through 10 brand story strategies, as well as 30 caption starters, so you never have to feel like you're stuck for what to say again. So make sure you subscribe, because next week I'm going to be sharing part 3 of the brand story template, which talks all about content strategy. So what is a content strategy, and how you can start giving value to your audience to make them keep wanting to come back for more and engaging on Instagram. If you want to see how I share my brand story on Instagram, make sure you come over and say hi. I do a lot on stories as well, so make sure you check those out. Next up, I recommend watching part 1 of this video series if you haven't already, because it's all about finding your purpose. And without understanding what's your brand's purpose, you're going to find it really difficult to come up with a content strategy that actually gets results. So make sure you subscribe. I will see you here next Tuesday with part 3, which goes on about content strategy and how to create one. And I look forward to seeing you then. So until next time, bye for now.